Today, I will discuss SOFI and Robinhood stock and which is the better buy. These are two fintech companies that can make you a boatload of money. In this video, I'm going to reveal the price at which I would be buying it, the opportunities that I see for both of these stocks, and which one is a better value. Yesterday, I cut my SOFI analysis short, and today I'm going to start off with a deep dive into SOFI, and I'm going to go over the valuation of SOFI first. So right now, SOFI has breached the $20 price tag, and that means we only got more room for upside. You see, the market is all psychology, and right now, investors are eating up SOFI. And what's interesting is over the last 1 month, SOFI is up 43%. So you are making money hand over fist, bicep over tricep, and I'm proud if you are a subscriber because I told you SOFI is going to make you rich. Now look, SOFI has carved out a very unique competitive position in the fintech world by operating like a tech company with the bank charter, not just a digital lender, okay? This is very important because essentially SOFI is a bank, but it's also a tech company. And this combination is the most powerful combination. And when we talk about Robinhood, we will see a very similar story. And that's why both of these stocks are up so much. And that's why you can get rich trading fintech companies because they are so disruptive. Now look, what I like also is SOFI's CEO is financially motivated to raise share price. I'm always looking for a combination of good valuation, good technicals, good brand, customer appreciation is obviously very important, the product itself, okay? And then lastly, the CEO, the management. What are they about? Are they doing good things? Are they smart? Are they there long term? And let me tell you what I like to see right now in SOFI is the SOFI CEO is actually heavily incentivized to grow the share price, and it's aligned with his personal interest, okay? So if he wants to get rich, he has to make SOFI rich. That's how his compensation works. And that's how compensation should be for, top level executives. So SOFI is focusing on infrastructure first, okay? In Robinhood, they're more front-end experience. They want to make it very easy for new users to sign up. In both cases, these fintech companies are looking to acquire more customers. We're in the game of acquiring more customers for both Robinhood and SOFI, right? SOFI specifically has solved the whole solution. They have found the secret sauce, the roadmap for minimizing CAC, cost of acquiring customer. Right? And that's why SOFI is over 10 million customers. And that is the most important metric that I am personally looking for when I'm investing in a company. And that's also the biggest reason why SOFI is above $20 per share, amongst one more reason that I'm going to cover in just a moment. Okay. Now I want to go into the chart right now, and I want to show you, first of all, the chart. And then I want to show you the statistics tab here and go over the valuation a bit. SOFI has breached the Bollinger Band, which is pretty rare. Okay. The Bollinger Band explains to you the average that the stock is likely to trade within and the range. And right now, SOFI is above that range. So, it makes me a bit more cautious, but at the same time, the momentum is absolutely insane. And there is a phenomenon in investing, and this is what I've taken from my investing journey. By the way, real quick, here's just a couple of pictures of my Goldman Sachs office I wanted to show you. This is me working at Goldman Sachs. This is my office in Los Angeles. This is me taking a picture. You can kind of see me there with my old phone. Very good view in Los Angeles. There I am. And there's my badge at Goldman Sachs. And I learned a lot of lessons there. I met some cool friends along the way. I had an ex-girlfriend. I had a very small portfolio, and I was just adding and I was just scaling. And it took me a lot of time to actually build up my option trading portfolio. You can see here, 20K at the time. I was just like adding everything that I could. Here's me with a couple of quant analysts on Wall Street, on New York City in Finance Week. But yeah, it took me a long time to actually get to the $100,000 mark and to grow. Like you can see here, I went from 100 to 102 to 109, 124, 200, 228. All of this happened because I was trading Tesla. That's my mom, by the way. I took her out last time I was in America. So yeah, Tesla has been a big part of that. And you need to find opportunities like Tesla back in 2020, 2021. And I believe that to be SOFI and Robinhood. Like if you can go back and get rich, you can't. But today you can still get rich. The opportunities that I'm talking about, the opportunities that I'm trading in my Discord, it's life-changing. It's completely life-changing. You can see here how I went from 200K and then 220, 240K, 300, 500. This is all in the same year. Like I told you my story. I went from 100K to 700K in 1 year. You can just see snapshots, step by step. And there we go, 700 and then 726. And then this was already, I believe this was like the following year. I think I can inspect this info. This was in, well, that's when, so what is this? 20, somewhere on the screen. Oh, 2021. Okay, there we go. So yes, this was already the following year. So like I said, I ended at 100K to 700K, and then I did some travel. I hit the middle mark, and then I went to Ukraine before the war. I was living in Ukraine. I speak Russian. And yeah, I just continued to scale the portfolio. You can see Tesla was a huge part of that, where at one point, okay, no, that's Apple position. I had $300,000 profit on Apple, but yeah, Tesla as well. Anyways, if you're curious about the story, I can go over that in more detail another time. I don't want to spend too much time on that. But look, SoFi is the opportunity that is right now in today's day that I basically had in 2020 with Tesla, how I got rich from 100K to 700K. And by the way, that's your goal. If you want to go from 100K to 700K, my bootcamp is full, but I have a new one starting in less than 2 weeks. And if you want to apply for that, it's the time to do so right now. Click the first link, schedule a free consultation and learn about the program, what it has to offer, and see if you're a good fit for it. It's absolutely free to schedule that call and learn about the structure, the pricing, and et cetera, all the details there. So go ahead and click the first link in the description. SoFi, absolutely best opportunity. I'm going to go to the statistics tab. You can see here the momentum I believe will continue to run. I believe SoFi is going to be a $30 billion stock. Okay, that's what I've been saying. I believe the market cap should be 30 billion. That's what I've been saying since it was 14 billion. So I've predicted a double, and so far we're up 50% since I've made that prediction several months back. Now look, the PE ratio isn't cheap, but it's definitely really good compared to like Palantir and some other names. So this is in line with what a tech company should be traded at in this day and age with a high growth expectations. SoFi has good valuation. Price to sales is 8, which is also very reasonable. Like Apple's not that far off from 8 right now. So SoFi is trading for a very good valuation. Now, another thing that I want to mention, and the reason why I like SoFi, let me go down into my breakdown of what I like about it qualitatively, right? I gave you the quantitative, I gave you the technicals, I gave you the statistics there, but really it's an all-in-one financial super app. So SoFi bundles banking, lending, investing, insurance, credit. It's all in one mobile platform. And that makes it very easy to cross-sell. And it's also very easy to retain a customer. See, it's all about LTV, long-term value. Okay, that's what I was talking about in my yesterday's video, right? Long-term value is the most important thing for any business. If you come in, you're one and done, that's not so good, right? But if you come in and then you build a relationship with a customer, the longer that relationship, the more money you will make. And SoFi is excelling at that, and they're also very good at vertical integration. So SoFi owns SoFi Bank, and it's a real bank. It's not just partnering with some bank, it's a real bank. So they make loans from their own balance sheet, okay? And the member flywheel that they have is amazing. So they start off with one product, right? It could be an APY product, maybe it's a student loan. Student loans are amazing. It's genius, actually. Because think about it, a student loan, who's a student? Young people. So if you start building a relationship through a student loan with a young person, you're probably going to get them for like their entire life, right? So you're going to start off when they're going to college at 18, 19, 20. And then when they graduate, they have, checking account, and they buy their first house with you. And then all of a sudden you got a relationship that's decades long. So are you kidding me? This is an opportunity that will make money for decades, okay? Because you're acquiring customers at a rapid rate. And they have low customer acquisition, which is the CAC, right? And they achieve this, by the way, through very good marketing, very good SEO heavy content marketing, partnerships such as NFL and influencers, sponsorships such as SoFi Stadium, and referral rewards. So they have mastered the game of marketing, and companies make money through marketing. Marketing is the most important skill, important part of a company that drives its revenue. So if you're looking for a good company, and that's why Hims did so well. Hims is fairly generic. They're just selling generic pills and stuff, but they made a lot of money through marketing. It's the most important thing. So look, cross-selling is something that SoFi also specializes in. So basically you come in with a student loan user, comes in, gets a loan, but then they open up a checking account as well. It's almost diabolical because that person that's new with a student loan that's going to college, they don't even know who else to go to. If they open up a loan with SoFi, then of course they're also going to open up a checking account. The rate of opening up a checking account is extremely high. And then once you have 2 products, it's extremely high that you go for a credit card down the road. So then it's extremely high that you're like, I'll just get a home loan eventually when you graduate, you get married, etc. Right? So it's almost diabolical. It's crazy. And SoFi is really good with data. So data is very important. I have a finance, economics, analytics degree, and I chose analytics to study back in college because I was very curious at how much data is being created and how businesses use that data to make better decisions. And had I not been a coach, an option trading coach, or started a YouTube channel, I very well could either have two paths that I was interested in myself, which was working on Wall Street, that I hated, by the way, and I was making like not as much money as I make option trading now. I have more freedom now. Or data analytics, which to me just gets me very curious. I like creating data models and trying to understand an opportunity or a decision, or I'm just like curious about data. So SoFi is really excellent at that. They have extremely good data scientists, and with end-to-end data, like checking, credit, loans, investing, all that data, they've actually created a process where they've automated re-engaging customers. So, they send emails, they send marketing emails, right? I do that. I do the same thing as well. In the link in the description, you can also sign up for my email. I send a lot of value there. And then sometimes I'll send a promotion. For example, maybe I have a new spot for a one-on-one coaching. So SoFi does the same thing because it's a smart business, right? They're good at helping customers, get into more products and helping them with whatever their financial needs are, right? And they're able to actually predict financial needs because they're so strong with data, right? Like Amazon, they can, look, when you actually order a product from Amazon, they already have that product ready in warehouse and they know exactly how many of those products to have in the warehouse. So for example, like there was like this YouTuber who was selling Amazon courses and he said that he made millions of dollars on faucet extenders, okay? I have a little faucet right here, right? So he made millions of dollars on faucet extenders. So when you order, let's say a faucet extender, Amazon might have 17 faucet extenders in the Philadelphia region, right, where I'm from. How? They already have the predictive algorithms and analytics to understand what sales will likely be in the future every single day, including the day of the week. They know on Thursday there's more orders than Tuesday. It's because of data. And that type of data saves a lot on logistic costs, operational costs, and it just allows so much personalization and opportunity, right? So SoFi is doing exactly that with their customers. They can predict what customer is going to open up a checking account based on even how many times the customer logs into the app and where they're even clicking. They're like, okay, this person's clicking in the settings or something, and this is predictive of them wanting to open up a XYZ account. Like, it's pretty wild. It's really interesting, and that's why I'm really, really bullish on SoFi. Let me wrap it up. They cross-sell intelligently. They have a good margin. They have low cost of acquisition or CAC, and they have an amazing brand. So I'm bullish on SoFi. We've made thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and collectively in my subscriber base, I'm positive that we've probably made $100 million collectively, right? All this 400,000 subscribers that we got here. You guys have made $100 million, I guess. Okay. Alrighty, so let's move on into Robinhood. So Robinhood, of course, I've been using Robinhood for a very long time, since 2020, maybe actually before that. So yeah, I've actually indirectly given Robinhood like tens of thousands of customers. I've never gotten paid for that. I just like it because it's so simple to use. I wanted to go over Robinhood stock. I think it's a tremendous opportunity to invest in. Look, the stock's headed to $100 per share. In the last 1 month alone, the stock's up 28%. This is a monster, okay? Let's go into the charting feature here. I did purchase Robinhood, actually, for a very cheap price. Let me go here to the last let's actually go to the last 6 months. I purchased it right here for $37. But I made a little mistake myself, and I made money, but I let go of a lot of upside. I quickly played the wheel strategy. I had gotten into a Robinhood at, I think it was like 39, and I got out at like 42. Oh man, I missed out. But am I late on Robinhood? Yes. Have I made tens and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars? Yes. But I missed out on Robinhood, and I'm going to take ownership that I didn't predict Robinhood. But now I do like it, and I want to say that overall I'm net positive on Robinhood, and it's been a great stock that I had, and I missed out on this huge run-up. And I think this run-up was obvious, and I clearly didn't do enough research on Robinhood. I clearly didn't follow it enough. So I regret that. But at this point in time, I believe that Robinhood is still a very good investment, and there's some things that I overlooked. And the main thing that I overlooked was crypto. Funny enough, I didn't believe in crypto much myself because I have a formal education, and obviously college is not teaching crypto. My finance professors who are, successful and smart people and people I worked with on Wall Street, and I became a millionaire without crypto, right? A multimillionaire. But I missed out on crypto for sure, and I just started to invest a little bit in it, and I realized, wow, I am fairly technologically advanced. I'm fairly knowledgeable, and I just started investing in crypto. Can you imagine how many more people are behind me? Obviously, there's a lot of people in front of me on crypto. Obviously, a lot, almost everyone in crypto specifically. But if I'm fairly tech savvy, do YouTube videos, have been trading options for a long time, have a degree in finance, and I am only getting into crypto right now, how many more people will get in the future? It's crazy. The opportunity is massive, absolutely massive. So you can see I've got to Ethereum here, but crypto is going to be a huge opportunity for Robinhood, and I kind of underestimated Robinhood's ability to capture customers as well, just like SoFi does. So until recently, Robinhood created, it was only really operating in 6 countries, and now they're expanding into France, Germany, and other EU markets, and this unlocks hundreds of millions of potential users to increase trading volume and fee-based revenue. So Robinhood makes fee-based revenue. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But with Bitcoin crossing $100,000, it's just massive opportunity for Robinhood. They are really good, and they have repositioned themselves in 2025 as more than just a zero commission brokerage, which is, to be honest, that's what I saw Robinhood as. I'm like, okay, it's a zero commission brokerage, and I saw that they had a credit card and stuff, but no, it's just a lot more than that. It's really deserves a big valuation because they're a fintech company, and now they have a major focus on crypto trading. They have a mobile first experience. They have financial access to all retail traders to a lot of things. By the way, they have a little bit of sports betting right now. By the way, guys, do you do sports betting? Give me a comment down below. By the way, there's a lot of spam comments down below. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. YouTube is just spam. There's a lot of people pretending to be impersonating me and lots of fake comments. I try to do my best. I have my assistant go through and we delete comments. It's impossible to manage, but I will look at the comment section below, and I'm gonna scroll down and see all your comments. So let me know if you do any sports betting. I'm curious. I think that Robinhood's an all-in-one one-stop shop. It has so many trading derivatives. Derivatives, by the way, are options. If you didn't know that, a derivative is called a derivative because it derives its value from something else, and an option contract derives its value from the stock. That's why it's called a derivative. So, little fun fact there. So Robinhood earns transaction-based revenue, so from order flow for stocks and options. They also earn spreads and fees for crypto and futures. That's why I tell you guys, don't overtrade. So I had a question yesterday in my live coaching call, and they were like, well, should I roll a spread? And I was like, no. Rolling spreads is not ideal. I'm not going to go on a tangent right now, but it's just too many fees, which is good for Robinhood. So, by the way, Robinhood does not lend from its own balance sheet. So SoFi does, Robinhood does not. They avoid credit risk, underwriting exposure. Yeah, they don't want regulatory scrutiny over loan books, okay? There's a lot of scrutiny there. Obviously, finances are very complicated. They more so operate like a toll booth where they just get transaction fees. Lots of transaction. They also have leverage to crypto without holding crypto, which is very interesting as well. So if you're bullish on crypto, but you don't want to hold tokens. So that's me, by the way. I'm fairly bullish on crypto, but I don't have any crypto. I just bought 2 ETH, which is like $5,000. I don't have any crypto. Right? So how do you get exposure into crypto? Well, Robinhood is a great play on that. As Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other meme coins gain popularity, Robinhood benefits from surging user signups and trading activity. So you're exposed to crypto upside via fee revenue without actually taking on asset-specific risk. I hope that you enjoyed this deep dive into SoFi versus Robinhood. Both stocks are a buy for me. I like both stocks. I think SoFi is going to be $25, and Robinhood, I'm looking to play some covered calls, although I'm going to wait until my next trading session to do that. Again, if you want to be part of my trading sessions, or if you want a boot camp that's starting in less than 2 weeks, both of those options you can learn more about in the first link in the description. I look forward to working with you, and let's make some money.